Greetings, gamers. In case you didn't know, I sometimes like taking what could charitably be called novel build ideas and trying to make them somewhat viable. Recently, I tried doing this with Ray's Haft and somehow stumbled ass backwards into the closest I'll ever come to a power gamer build. It does rely on a few uncommon options though, so check with your GM first before putting this build to the test and learning firsthand that closest doesn't always mean close. Here's how it works. There's only one two-handed weapon with the parry trait that isn't some weird monk or combination weapon, and that's the War Lance. It also just so happens to have the shove trait, which Guardians have enough synergies with that the rest of the build basically writes itself. Except for the parts that don't, but don't worry, that's what I'm here for. For your attributes, strength will be most important, followed by con, then wisdom for your will saves. None of the others really matter to this build, but go ahead and throw any leftover boosts into charisma. Even a slim chance to demoralize is never a bad thing.
Cause there is no cock like horse cock.
Hold on, there's an actual reason to pick this ancestry. It gives you a feat that turns all your successful rolls to shove into crit successes. Extra HP from your heritage would be nice, but you might also consider making yourself smaller if your GM is going to be a dick about letting you through doors. We really only care about backgrounds for the attribute boosts this time around. Warrior fits the bill, plus it gives you something to do with those charisma boosts later down the road. Should be pretty obvious by now, but we'll be making a Guardian and starting off with the Punishing Shove feat at level 1. Combined with our level 1 Ancestry feat, this means we're doing a flat 8 damage with every shove that goes up with your Strength and Athletics proficiency. All that's left is to wait until level 2 to get Assurance on Athletics, and you won't be rolling dice in combat for quite some time. Speaking of level 2, this is also when we'll be taking that feat we were supposed to be basing this whole build around. Funny how life turns out sometimes. Next, we're going to pick up Mauler Dedication at level 4 so we can make some use out of this two-handed weapon. Yeah, it's a dead feat, but you needed to take Clearing Sweep at level 6 for an AoE shove dealing up to, 60 damage a turn with no cooldown? Then we pick up a poor man's Reactive Strike, punishing any bad guy unfortunate enough to believe they get to decide where to move. Level 10 doesn't have anything worthwhile, so maybe go back and pick up Mighty Bulwark to dodge better. After that, let's take Scattering Charge as an engage tool. I was gonna say you should take Unbalancing Sweep at level 14, but then I noticed it takes more actions and hits less targets than Clear the Way, and it doesn't include the Half Stride. Take Brutal Finish or something instead. Clobber lets you combine your strike and shove damage, but it doesn't get the auto crit because you didn't technically roll an athletics check. Round out the build with Perfect Protection at level 18 and Boundless Reprisals at level 20, because there aren't any more feats to benefit shove specifically, and these are universally useful endgame filler feats. Let's see, no spells to figure out, and we're already getting an item bonus to shove from our War Lance, so there aren't any magic items to look out for. Guess that's it for today's build. If you made it this far, leave a like and sub to the channel. You won't get anything out of it, but it'll make me feel good. And don't you want that?
Don't you want to make me feel good?